People have weighed in on the Anton Daniels, Corey Holcomb debacle. And the YouTubers that gave their opinion on the situation was the Hodgetwins, also known as the conservative twins.
Is that right?
Of course, you probably can guess out of Anton or Corey Holcomb who they would choose.
We already know
all
Anton.
of their criticisms were wrong. Okay.
See, we gotta hear what they say.
Now,
man.
after listening to some of the debate between Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels, there were some times in the debate in which maybe Corey misunderstood the position of Anton Daniels and then maybe have taken it out of context.
Insane.
Is that what I said? I said when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it. Is that a lie?
This is so insane.
It is.
But you didn't answer it.
I'm gonna answer your question.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer your question.
That's
it
a
depends
lie,
on the
huh?
circumstance.
True.
And the interesting thing about it is this: the majority of the people, because you like to use a blanket statement. That's like me saying all black people are stupid.
Well, have you said all white people stupid?
No, I'm talking about cops.
You should say that one time.
I'm talking about
because
cops.
it's easy to say all black people are stupid.
So Anton Daniels is using a blanket statement. All right, Corey Holcomb is, arguing to a point, and Anton Daniels is like, well, that's like me using a blanket statement, saying that all black people are dumb. Okay. Now, Corey Holcomb, in my honest opinion, maybe did not hear all of it or misinterpreted this. And again, that's easy to do when you're in the heat of a debate. And so when that mistake was made, the Hodgetwins were quick to say this.
See, he took this literally.
Yeah.
He was just giving you an example of a blanket statement. Yeah. All black people are stupid. That's he's giving you an example of a blanket statement.
Yeah, just to show you how ridiculous your statements are.
Yeah, he's not saying all black people are stupid, but you're taking it like he literally believes that. He's just giving you an example of a blanket statement, and he took offense to that.
So they were quick to punish Corey Holcomb by saying, listen, hey, Anton Daniels made a blanket statement to prove his point, and you just did not understand him. Okay, a blanket statement is saying, well, all black people are dumb. And Corey Holcomb is saying, well, why don't you say all whites are dumb? And I just think that he just misunderstood the framework. Okay. And that's interesting that they made this statement. Because remember, this blanket statement is something that they're going to end up using in the future. Now, Corey Holcomb would get back on track and he would say this statement about Anton.
Qualify it by participating and joining in on the court.
I think you're doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
I think you don't want to go against them because if you go against them, it'll be some video of you going against them. And when I say them, I'm talking about your boss.
So Corey Holcomb was saying, listen, you don't want to say anything negative about your people because they are your boss. All right. These people are your boss. Now, obviously, this would rub the Hodgetwins the wrong way because they would come back by saying this.
They always resort to that. Yeah. Like white people are our bosses because we're right-wing black people.
And you're conflating white people like they're all the same. They're not. You have progressives, you have moderates, you have liberals, and you have conservative whites.
Black people, now y'all all the same. It's monolith. 90% of us vote Democrat. That's why we're pretty much all the same, but you're trying to say them.
This political correct shit is killing me, bro. Oh my God. This nigga said you got conservative, you got liberal, you got Oh my goodness. What about the people that's not that though? I agree though. Not all white people are the same, not all black people are the same. That's true.
Liberals, and you have conservative whites. Black people, now y'all all the same. It's monolith. 90% of us vote Democrat. That's why we're pretty much all the same, but you're trying to say them, white folks, like they're all the same. They're not. Yeah, like they're all evil. Yeah, we like black conservatives, we trash white liberals every day. Yeah.
So he's saying, listen, every time you're talking about the black conservatives, you guys always say that these white people are our boss. That's not true. They are not our boss. In fact, white people are not all the same. We trash white liberals, but white people, they are different. But you black people, you are all the same.
What? You did say that enough.
Now, wait a minute. Us blacks are all the same because most of us vote Democrat.
Right,
They're
right.
saying 90%. It's probably about like 86.
This is what I'm saying. This political shit is I don't even know how I got myself into this shit, bro. Cause I don't care nothing about politics, bro. I don't care about none of that shit, bro.
To the vote, but okay, I get what you're saying. The majority of black people are the same because they vote Democrat, right? Well, see, here's the problem with making blanket statements like that one. White people are different, but black people are the same. Now, majority of black people are Christians in the United States, or at least identify as being Christians. But are all black people Baptist? Are all black people African Methodist Episcopal or AME? Are all black people Church of God in Christ? No, you have African Americans, black Americans who are Catholics. You have black Americans who are Pentecostal. You have black Americans who are Church of Christ. You have black Americans who participate in the Bible Tract Society, also known as the Jehovah's Witnesses. You have black people, many of them who are involved in some level of Christianity, but not all of them aspire to the same level of Christianity, even though the majority of black Americans are in Christianity. Now,
I feel like my perspective is like black folks don't really care about whether it's fucking Baptist, Methodist, any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't tell you the difference of, I mean, what's them churches? Now, Catholic is way different for sure, but that's like, white people are more Catholic though, I'd say. But I don't feel like black people are really picky on if it's fucking a Baptist or a Methodist church. I get, you know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a church goer, so maybe I shouldn't speak on that. But my perspective is all the times that I have been to church growing up as a kid, I've only been to black churches for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like niggas go where they like the church the most. I don't know.
this is the same picture they want to paint of black Americans with this broad identity. Now,
I feel like that's a L response to that. Like, black people are different in many ways. Like, the hood mindset is not the only. I feel like that's a more argumentative take than Christian shit. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, not all black people are hood. There's black country folks. There's hood, or there's what the hell am I? There's country black folks. There's church black folks. There's hood black folks. There's different levels. I feel like that's a more of an argumentative take than saying church and different types of churches. Like,
though the majority of black Americans are in Christianity. Now, this is the same picture they want to paint of black Americans with this broad brush. And so when you look at black Democrats, not all of them are the same. You have black Democrats who favor immigration. You have black Democrats who are against immigration. Okay. You have black Democrats who have no feelings for foreigners being deported.
I feel like I feel like anybody that even identifies as a certain with a certain politician group, bro, like conservative, liberal, Democrat, Republican, you niggas is all part of the same bullshit baloney game, bro, that's keeping people divided, bro. That's the left wing and right wing of the same bald eagle. You know what I'm saying? Of the same bald eagle, my nigga. That shit is goofy
you have
to
black
me, bro.
Democrats who have no feelings for foreigners being deported because of ICE. All right. We know that for sure. You have some blacks who vote Democrat, but who do not believe in homosexuality. In fact, homosexuality to a certain degree is still a stigma in the black American community. You have some blacks who are Democrat, but they have different views on the economy. You have blacks who are a left leaning, like very, very liberal, right? Extremely liberal blacks. You have some liberals or Democrats who are moderate. You have some on the right Democrats, okay, almost like conservatives. So you can't just paint all blacks with the same brush, but you believe that all whites are different. We have black Americans who differ in hashtag FBA or Pan-Africanism. But still, this is the problem with these guys, right? White people are different, but you blacks are the same, which means that you don't have the ability to differentiate yourself like the whites do. And so when you speak to black conservatives like that, they're already biased and they are already used the same blanket statements that they have accused Corey Holcomb of using.
He's right.
He ain't lying about that, no.
But then toward the end of this argument, okay, they would say something that is very interesting about black conservatives and Democrats.
When I sit down with somebody during, like on our podcast, I'm walking in that conversation and I don't know anything. I'm there trying to learn something. I think if black people, the liberal black, took that rationale into every debate or every conversation they encountered with conservative blacks, you'll be a lot better off. But the problem is you don't listen.
Hey, Kelly, that is not realistic.
They said that the black liberals or black Democrats should be more open to listening to black conservatives such as themselves, right?
Well, see, the thing about the Hodgetwins is they're not very smart. They don't really have a mind of their own. This is not just a podcast that you're going to listen. This is a debate. This is a debate.
And if they were to do this, then they would learn from the conservative blacks. Now, we're going to give them the opportunity to tell us about themselves.
That's why I don't date black women. Full coverage. I learned my first lesson in my first marriage. Nope. Shame. Look.
He was married to a black woman?
I said, you know what? What's that saying? Fool me once, shame on me. Right? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me, you can't fool me again. That's the Georgia.
Nigga, that's wrong. It's fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Right? That's how it goes.
Right? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me, you can't.
This nigga said some shit I ain't never heard of.
Fool me again.
Can't fool me again. Nigga ain't nobody heard that shit before. Nigga, you done said some shit that ain't nobody said before. I guess it makes sense, but
fool me once, shame on me. Right? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me, you can't fool me again. That's the Georgia Bush version. So I ain't date black women. Then I saw that one black woman you married. She used to whoop your ass every day. Started to notice a trend.
But wait, there's more.
Why you always gotta bring that up?
What, that black woman whooping your ass? You act like I was supposed to like, oh man, you was stupid. I was stupid. That's why we were Latinas now. We learned the lesson. That's why we date outside our race.
what? This is so goofy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was in a relationship. Shorty was just fucked up mentally though. She was swinging on me. You know what I'm saying? Black woman. You know what I'm saying? Shorty was swinging on me. You know what I'm saying? But I got with another black woman. She would have never swung on me. I don't know. I ain't gonna say never though. But this shit ended before it got like that. She said, I already know how I'm is. So maybe that was a sign that she she would have got the swinging on me too. I don't know. But I feel like that's why I date outside my race. Like nigga, you putting that on everybody like that. Like everybody ain't like that, bro.
Lesson. That's why we date outside our race. Much more.
I would have ended up marrying a black woman if she was nice. If she didn't whoop my ass.
They all nice when you first meet them. Then when you get married, they turn into something else.
That's all women. Woo!
Hold on.
That's all they. I put a blanket statement on all women. That's everybody in general, though. Whenever you first get with somebody, male, woman, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, it don't matter. Everybody gonna put on their best act at first, bro. And then after a while, everybody gonna get comfortable, start opening up, and show their real colors, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's everybody, bro.
There's more.
Yeah. Well, black women change when you get married, man.
So basically, you have these black men who are talking about the fact that they divorced their black wives and both married Latinas. All right. Because one of them got beat up by a black woman. And at the end of the video, they're saying that, well, you know, black women change when they get married. In other words, other women do not change when they get married. Now, this is very interesting because if you talk to a lot of married men, whether they're white, they are black, they will say that women tend to change once they get married. Okay. The manosphere, as we know it, was not started by black men. The greater manosphere and men's rights were started by white men, meaning that a lot of the problems that these white men were having were going on with white women. Hispanic men complain about these same problems. Black men complain about these same problems.
Bro, I feel like as men, we need to avoid legal marriage at all costs until you've grown old with that person. I don't feel like in the country of America, with the way the marriage laws and the way this shit operate, bro, I feel like all men should avoid legal marriage until you've grown old with that person, bro. That's the only time it makes sense to even get married, bro. Whenever you really think about it, bro. Because once you've grown old with somebody, you know it's locked in, bro. That marriage is not, that's what the woman wants. She wants the ring. She wants the wedding. I'm not saying y'all can't have no type of ceremony. Y'all can't get a ring for each other. I'm not saying that. But whenever it comes to that legal documentation, all you're doing is signing a contract with the government, bro. And all that opens you up, especially if you're a successful man, bro. Even if you're not, bro, all it does is just open you up, because now if y'all get divorced, you're risking a foreclosure, and now that's gonna fuck y'all credit up and all time. Like it's just so many reasons as to why you shouldn't be getting married until you've grown old, bro. When you grow old and you're on your deathbed, now it's time to write your will and disperse your assets to where that you could leave them to your family. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time it makes sense to be getting married, bro. In my honest opinion, bro. I don't feel like you should just be getting married out here. That's why everybody's going through all these marriages. They done been married and divorced 10 different times. Like that shit makes no sense, bro. Once you've grown old with the person, then y'all need to go to the courthouse and sign the paperwork. So before you die, you have this shit locked in with the assets and can't nobody fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? That's when it makes sense, bro. Not whenever you're fucking young, bro. I know people right now personally that are married to people, legally married to people, bro, and legally got their last name changed and can't divorce them, can't get that shit off their record type shit, because they don't got access to the person. They never went through the right divorce stage. They just ended up breaking up. But they're legally married, bro. Like that shit makes no sense to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't determine people's love for each other, bro. Because y'all go and get married at 30 years old, 25 years old, 24 years old, bro. People change every day. People change overnight, bro. Just get a prenup. That ain't even the point, bro. Yeah, you can get a prenup. But then it's just like, if you need a prenup in place, the woman's already gonna be uneasy about that. It just leaves room for conflict at that point. Once you get married, people are instantly unhappier, bro. Like, this is statistically proven, bro. The divorce rate is higher than the stay together rate. Like, damn near. I don't know the exact percentages on it, but I'm damn near sure it is. You know what I'm saying? I feel like marriage should be normalized at the end of life, bro. Once you've already grown old with that person, bro. That's the only way it makes sense. Once you've been together 20, 30 years, then y'all can get married, bro.
A lot of the
That's how I wanna operate. That's how I wanna. If I find a shorty, I'ma tell her. I'ma let her. Hey, how you feel about marriage? Like, Okay, like I'm a different man. Back in the day, I knew what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know how to go about it. Now I kind of know how to go about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what you think about marriage? Like, I feel like that's some end of life shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all the woman want is the ring in the wedding, and then after that, she's not gonna be happy again. What's gonna keep that shit fucking engaged, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying you can't do the wedding, you can't have a ceremony, you can't get a ring for each other. I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? You can do all of that. But signing that legal paperwork is just a risky business, bro. Because a marriage is a business. A relationship is a business. It's a partnership. It's an investment. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
And men's rights were started by white men, meaning that a lot of the problems that these white men were having were going on with white women. Hispanic men
Nigga said if I died, my wife would come to the States, dig me up, and make me go back to work. That's insane.
complain about these same problems. Black men complain about
What about the kids you shouldn't have had in the process? What are you meaning by that, though? Like, in the process of what?
these same problems. But what they want to do is they want to paint the picture as if only black people have these problems and Latino
Nigga said his wife lives in a whole other country. I just send her half of my paycheck every month. She's scary. That's not your wife. That's somebody else's wife, nigga. And she getting pimped. It's 1,000 ways to pimp. Go back to the very start of this stream and you can hear that song by yours truly. It's 1,000 ways to pimp, my brother. Your wife is getting pimped. This nigga said she live in a whole different country. You're down bad. And that's what I'm saying right there, bro. That's what I'm saying right there, bro. That legal marriage shit is not it, bro. Fuck no. We could do the set. We could have the wedding if that's what you want to do. We can do that little corny shit. You know what I'm saying? We could get the rings. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. But signing this documentation, I don't feel comfortable doing that until I'm 70 years old.
problems. Black men complain about these same problems.
And I think my entire life, my view on that is not going to change, bro.
But what they want to do is they want to paint the picture.
She over here right now. My little boy sent her back when she done. My boy, I'll send her back when I'm done. No cap. Bro, that's the wrong button. I'm going on 38. Just stay single. Fuck no. You're a tweet. You're doomed. Fuck no. I don't want to be you. I don't want to be you, bro. No, I ain't saying that. I'm not saying that. That's you red pill niggas. You niggas already 40 years old. They talk about just stay single. It doesn't make sense. Just date these girls. And man, fuck that. I want a family. Shit. Fuck that.
Black people have these problems and Latino women.
I don't feel there's no benefit in legal marriage. Now there is some tax benefits here, yeah. But it's just too risky, bro. Even my own parents got divorced at a point in time. They remarried. You know what I'm saying? But they even ended up getting divorced at a point in time, bro. Like,
and do not have those problems.
It's just too much to deal with, bro.
Now, once it comes back to these guys trashing white liberals every day.
Versus whenever y'all are done with each other, y'all can just walk away, bro. You don't have to go through that whole process of getting courts involved, fucking restraining orders and this, that. Like, that's too much, bro. That's too much stress, bro.
As if only black people have these problems and Latino women do not have those problems. Now, once it comes back to these guys trashing white liberals every day, they don't have a problem.
One thing I see, and one thing from my own personal experience, I feel like I don't know, maybe this is really just me though. You know what I'm saying? Like, my luck with other races of women other than black are not that likely. You know what I'm saying? Like, my entire life I've only really dealt with black women. Like, I've tried talking to Hispanic women, tried talking to white women. That shit don't work, bro. I don't even feel like they like me back for real. You know what I'm saying? The ones who I always end up catching the eye on, or, you know what I'm saying, type shit, end up talking to, end up being in a relationship with, is black women. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm saying that to say, I see these especially Hispanic women. I don't know what it is about them, but they is not fucking with me. They fucking with their own men. They fucking with Hispanic men. Where it might just be where I'm from, but that's what I see. I see them sticking with each other. You know what I'm saying? White women, yes, white women out here fucking with black men. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of them stay together as well. You know, so the Hodgetwins say that's why I date outside my race, and I don't feel like that's the go-to move, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that's the go-to move.
Back to these guys trashing white liberals every day.
That's not something I'm gonna try to apply to myself. Like,
they don't have a problem discussing on their podcast with white supremacists like Jake Shields.
So you gonna have kids at 70? Nigga, what are you talking about? I'm not waiting till fucking till legal marriage, my nigga, to have kids and have sex. Nigga, I'm not waiting like that. You got me fucked up, nigga. I already done lost my virginity a long time ago, nigga. What is you talking about? Wait till you're 70 to have kids, nigga. What? That make no sense, bro. That's not what I'm saying, bro.
In Nick Fuentes, right? Because you see, they criticize white liberals a lot. It's easy to criticize white liberals, but now criticizing white conservatives, like the ones you bring on your platform, see, that's different. And we're going to talk about one of their buddies, Jake Shields. Now look at what Jake Shields says. I say N-word all the time, you dumb person from Israel. Now again, you have a white person who is basically going out of their way to be disrespectful to blacks. You will never hear them say anything like that, okay? You won't never hear them talk about that.
No.
They will never say this stuff, which is the same thing that Corey Holcomb was saying. You guys will not call out the racism and the white supremacy on the right, okay? So their point is blacks are the same, whites are different. And so if you talk to them as black conservatives, you could learn something. Their mind is already pictured with these blanket statements that they already have made up. So this is the issue with them. They are a waste of time. And whenever they can paint black people with a negative broad brush, they will. And so who wants to have a conversation with black conservatives who don't want to marry your own women, don't want to recreate with your own women, don't want to live in the same community or even be around your own women, talk about your own women are not good to marry, but then want to be able to have a discussion about black conservatives? You're already interracially married. You're not in the community. You have nothing to do with the community. There is no reason why somebody should want to listen to you. Now, if you were a person that was black and you were critical of the black community, but you had a black wife, you had investments in the black community, you own black businesses, then okay, it would be a reason why somebody would want to debate you. But when you have a podcast like the Hodgetwins podcast, and you have on Nick Fuentes and you have on Jake Shields, well then what benefit is there for anybody to talk to you about the issues of the day when you are already anti-black community based on your association? You're just conservatives that happen to be black. And then you want to talk about blanket statements and somebody getting emotional when all you do is make those same statements about black people. And what makes it even worse, you're trying to pander to the white people who make those same blanket statements about you.
Woo! Woo!
So guys, what do you think?
Let me go back to this blanket statement shit.
Corey Holcomb twins. But now after
I think I missed it too as well.
Listening to in which in
insane.
Is that what I said? I said when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it. Is that a lie?
This is so insane.
It is.
But you didn't answer it.
I'm gonna answer your question.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer your question. It depends on the circumstance.
True.
And the interesting thing.
See, that right there don't. What do you mean? It depends on the circumstance. The nigga said whenever the police shoot you, it's nothing you can do about it. Nigga, your ass is shot. What you gonna do? Shoot back at him? Depending on the circumstance. I don't understand that part.
This is so insane.
It is.
But you didn't answer it.
I'm gonna answer your question.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer your question. It depends.
Is he just talking like as a black man, you get shot by the police, there's nothing you can do? Like,
Depends on the circumstance.
True.
And the interesting thing about it is this. The majority of the people, because you like to use a blanket statement. That's like me saying all black people are stupid.
Well, have you said all white people stupid?
No, I'm talking.
Yeah, okay, I understand it. He said you like to use a blanket statement.
And all black people are stupid. You like to use a blanket statement. That's like me saying all black people are stupid.
Well, have you said all white people stupid?
No, I'm talking about cops.
You should say that one time.
I'm talking about.
I understand it. I understand it. I understand it. He basically saying all cops aren't like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's a blanket statement. And then Anton gave him the example of that's like me saying all black people are stupid. And then Corey says, you should say all white people are stupid. I understand it now. Yeah, that wasn't really, that's an L. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't the best at catching things, listening all the time. I be getting ahead of myself too. Hey man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation right here with the Hodgetwins, man. Hodgetwins just remain goofy, bro. Yeah, they will never they will never get the respect from the black community because they already sold out too much. They sound like fucking who they sound like Squidward, nigga. Hey man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation, man. Speaking of black women, how can we get you to interview Kendra Mars? She's a singer from Muskogee. Is that right? Kendra Mars. Never heard of Shorty. Shouts out, man. Maybe one day. I do. I guess I need a network to collab. I don't trust people though. I don't trust people. I don't like people. They ain't no people person. They ain't no disrespect. You upset, but yeah, I ain't never heard of Shorty though. She from the G? That's what's up. That's what's up. Man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you want to hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at y'all in the next one, and I'm gone. TYP tonight.